In this video, we're going to answer question 2, P1A2, mission, vision, values, and culture. This question is a pretty in-depth question. This takes the bronze question. The bronze question here for question P1A2 is, what is your mission? What is your vision? And how do you communicate it across all of your key customers across your organization? In the silver application, this is one we do have to update. First, what is your mission? Which again, you can just copy and paste. We are looking for quotations. We want you to tell us verbatim exactly what your mission is. We want you to tell us exactly what your vision is for your organization. Now we're going to take it one step further. We're going to ask you about your values. What are your values as an organization? And they should be, I put should be in the application, but really we should take out the word should be and just simply say your org values need to be in line with your organizational mission. Meaning, let's say that your organization's mission is to provide cutting-edge rehabilitation services that are on the forefront of technology. Well, then your values may include education. Because education, how do you stay at the forefront? How do you stay at the precipice of technology? Well, through education, right? And I gave you a little sample list of values. These are just some value statements that I see pretty often. And the idea here is you want to grab 3 to 5 value statements, value words. And in fact, I'm saying 3 to 5, I really would focus on 3. Of these, and this is just a partial list, you can go just go to Google and type in the word values, and you'll get a lot more than the examples I gave you here. But just picking out 3, like what 3 values both define your organization and align with your mission. What is it? Like, is it collaboration? Is it professionalism? Is it, excellence? Those are 3 great, by the way. Those are 3 great value statements. Collaboration, professionalism, and excellence. That's pretty great. And they could pretty much align with any mission statement when you really think about it. Because once you get your 3 to 5, you can have up to 5. I wouldn't take more than 5. And again, honestly, I wouldn't have more than 3. 3 to 5 of your values, telling us what your values are. Next, we want to know what your defining characteristics of your organizational culture is. And this is beliefs and practices. Beliefs and practices. We here at the Standard Health and Rehab, which is my nursing home, we here at the Standard Health and Rehab, one of the key organizational characteristics of our organization is transparency. We share everything. We have an open door policy for everyone. We don't use an open door policy as a management tool, just to be clear. We use an open door policy as a messaging tool, telling all of our staff to please come to us with anything and everything. There's a 0 retaliation associated with anything. You can speak up, speak the truth to power. Like, we're big fans of all this kind of open transparency. That is a defining characteristic of our organization. Another defining characteristic of our organization really is all about teamwork. It is about collaboration. We cross-train everyone. We expect everyone to pitch in. We expect everyone to be able to take the lead when necessary, and that's built right into our culture. It is our belief that the best way to provide the best care in our home is to be, number 1, transparent, and number 2, to work in teams, to work collaboratively throughout our organization. When you're defining your key characteristics, it is totally fine to use your values in conjunction, even using those key value words with when you're talking about defining your key characteristics of your organizational culture. And it would make absolute sense that for us, if transparency is part of the fabric of our company's culture, it would make sense that transparency or openness, transparency is not on this list, openness would be something that we're talking about. It would be totally fine that we'd say openness is one of our value statements. Here's another part, the final part of this question is all about your core competencies. Well, it's your core competencies and then how do they relate? But core competencies. Core competencies are what you are best at. What are you known for? What is the thing that, and by the way, it most likely already, we definitely want to see it, but it most likely already aligns with your mission. If your mission is to provide state-of-the-art rehabilitation services, and rehabilitation services is either the most important or the second most important thing that you do in your organization, most important healthcare service offerings that you have, the first question we just answered, then I would imagine that it wouldn't be too far of a stretch to say that you are really great at providing superior rehabilitation services. And in fact, we would call that one of your core competencies. One of our core competencies is our skilled rehabilitation services, or our skilled nursing, or our person-centered care, or our admission process, or our dining program, whatever. You tell us. We're not judging here. We want you to tell us exactly what you are best known for. What are you best at? Core competencies. But then we do want to see an alignment. We do want to see how, and this is not a process question. Not a process question. Most how questions are process questions in the application. This is not. This is how. This is literally a relation question. How does your core competencies relate, support, enhance, enable you to fulfill your mission and vision? And so think of those words: support, enable, enhance, help. These words are all talking about this core competency, or these 2-3 core competencies of ours support our mission, enable us to fulfill our mission, enhance our mission, help us achieve our goals, right? Like that's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. So just as a quick little recap, you don't have to rewrite your mission and your vision from your bronze application unless it's changed, probably hasn't. Just again, copy it down. XYZ Nursing Home's mission statement is, put it in quotes. XYZ Nursing Home's vision statement is, put it in quotes. Our value statements include, again, 3 to 5. Ideally, it's only 3 to 5 value statements. And then you're going to talk about your key characteristics, your defining key organizational cultural characteristics that make up your organization. By the way, they probably are really in line with your values. And then you're going to talk about what you are best at. Here at the Standard Health and Rehab, our core competencies include, because there's more than one, include ... this, and then this, and then this. And these core competencies enable us, help us, support, help us, enable us, fulfill our mission. And when you're talking about fulfilling your mission or relating to your mission and your vision, it is helpful. Here is a real pro tip. It is helpful to restate your mission and your vision statement. And when you restate it, put it in quotations for us. Put it in quotations. That's it. That is P1A2.